It is the 18th day of August 2022. We went to the polls on the 9th, but we are not done with the electioneering period just yet. And as you know, it is not yet over. There are some key timelines that are left, culminating in the swearing in of the president. Now, let's assume a few different scenarios. If there will be no petition filed at the Supreme Court challenging the outcome of the presidential election, then the president-elect will be sworn in on the 30th of August. This is the first Tuesday following the 14th day after the date of the declaration of the result of the presidential election. Remember, the chair of the Election Commission declared William Ruto as the president-elect on Monday, the 15th of August. Now, after that declaration of the final result of the presidential election, anyone who feels aggrieved can challenge it at the Supreme Court of Kenya. This is outlined in Article 140 of the Constitution. Now, this must be done within 7 days after the declaration of the presidential result. This means the deadline to file any such petition is on the 22nd of August. In fact, the Registrar of the Supreme Court recently issued a statement saying that it should be done by 2 p.m. on this date. Now, I want us to work with the outer limits here and assume that the petition or petitions are filed by that last day that we've talked about, that is the 22nd. Now, within 14 days after the filing of the petition, the Supreme Court shall hear and determine the case, and its decision is final. So, it is during this 14-day period that the many processes, such as serving respondents, respondents filing their responses to the petition, rejoinders, third-party applications, you will remember terms like amicus curiae or friends of the court. There will also be a pre-trial conference where the rules of engagement for the proceedings are set out. And then, of course, you've got the hearing and the determination of the suit itself. All of this happens in 14 days so that we will get the final verdict on the 5th of September. Now, if the Supreme Court upholds the election and contends that Dr. William Ruto was validly elected, then he would be sworn in on the first Tuesday following the 7th day on which the court renders a decision declaring the election to be valid. That would be on the 13th of September. If, on the other hand, the Supreme Court of Kenya nullifies the presidential election, they will then order a repeat election within 60 days from the date they render their decision. That means we could go back to the polls on the 4th of November for a repeat presidential election. Now, the winner of this process would then be sworn in on the 22nd of November. Once again, the same rules apply. That is the first Tuesday after 14 days following the declaration of the result. That swearing-in process is what gives the president-elect full powers to act as president of the Republic and commander-in-chief. Now, the swearing-in of the president is done in public before the Chief Justice, or in the absence of the Chief Justice, the Deputy Chief Justice. Article 141, detailing the assumption of office of the president, states that the president-elect assumes office by taking and subscribing the oath or affirmation of allegiance and the oath or affirmation for the execution of the functions of office. All of this we will know if and when a petition is filed and what happens thereafter. So those are some key election timelines to look out for.